Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Allie LaForce will be bringing us updates from the sideline. And we've got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. You take a look at the Bucks. They're way down there in the conference standings, looking for a lot of improvement during the second half of the season.
And I think for Milwaukee, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season, unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Up front, it'll be Green and Post. A pair of shooters at the guards, Curry and Hield. And it's Butler in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Harris is out there with Rollins. And it's Trent in at the 3. Clark, here we are in the heart of the season, and some teams are really hitting their stride.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, some teams, especially the really good teams, start to separate themselves from the others. You can see that happening. And I think you actually can begin to project which teams will be real championship contenders by the time we get to this point in the season.
Now, here's Curry. Pass to Hield from the arc. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent finds Giannis. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Here's Butler. Makes it off the glass.
Blazing speed on display from Butler. Superb at finding a way to get behind the defense in transition and taking what he gets.
From deep, Trent sinks the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Rollins against Curry. Puts it up. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And how about when Curry gets fancy with it? His confidence is what allows him to pull off these moves.
Antetokounmpo passes to Trent. Out to Harris. Launches a 3. Rebound by Butler. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Curry can't get it to go. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Shots good by Turner.
Confident in the paint. Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare.
Now, here's Butler. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. They now take the lead.
And he found a perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Curry. It's a three-point game. Outside, Green. Golden State moving it around. Pass to Hield. Shot clock at 6. It's Curry outside. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
This is how competitive Curry is. He's got a great competitive spirit. You drain a 3 on him, guess what? He's looking to come right back at you.
Now here is Harris. Trent with the wide open look. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
On the wing, Green. Antetokounmpo defending. Green kicks to Curry. Here's Hield. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A guy like Buddy out-hustles other players on the floor. He gets inside, and there he finishes strong.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Antetokounmpo against Green. Pass to Hield. Here's Post. Plays it up off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo against Charlotte. He was really on his game. For 3, Harris. Warriors with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, after giving up Damian Lillard to the wave and stretch, the Bucks are going point guard by committee, with Kevin Porter Jr., Cole Anthony, and Ryan Rollins all contributing. And I expect we'll see the ball in Giannis' hands early and often.
He knows his stuff. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks.
Already with his second foul, the coach has a decision to make here.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Kuminga's checked in. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Kyle Kuzma.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little and start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Now here's Giannis. No scoring in this one. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
3 early turnovers, Kevin. He needs to regain his focus and start righting the ship.
Yeah, he's got to sharpen up because he's on pace for double-digit turnovers, and that's not winning basketball.
Here's Rollins. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Harris outside. Giannis outside. The shape. Nice move. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Healed outside. Lets it go from deep. Got it. He's now 3 for 5 from the field.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Here's Rollins. His last outing, he had 18 points. Trent outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And the turnover again by Milwaukee. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Second, the Warriors.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. We discussed their matchup against Stephen Curry, and coach told me we have to be active. We have to be intense. We need to deny him the ball and smother him when he does have it. We have to take away his breathing room. Well, we know what happens when you give Curry room to operate, guys. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Warriors leading by 4. Green with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Curry dishes to Green. Yep, that one goes.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Here's Giannis. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Pass to Rollins. And here's Trent. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's Harris. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
An aggressive offensive player. When Harris has a quality look inside, he takes advantage of it.
Butler on the way. Now Green. Outside Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Golden State. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. And it's Moses Moody in for Jimmy Butler. Bucks trail by 7. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Rollins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Healed from outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Here's Giannis. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Turner's got 5.
Boy, Turner's really good at picking the defense apart, especially with the catch-and-shoot jumper.
Rollins against Curry. And it's sent back by Turner.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Here's Curry, following the score by Miles Turner. Healed, can't hit. The great Giannis Antetokounmpo, Clark, winning that 2021 title felt like the final hurdle for him.
Yeah, I think it was a capstone achievement. It was the one thing he hadn't done. I mean, he won back-to-back MVPs in his mid-20s. He was already a Defensive Player of the Year award winner, too. The Larry O'Brien Trophy was the last piece in the puzzle of a future Hall of Famer.
Bucks trail by 8. Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And the layup's good off the glass. Giannis has got his second basket.
You know that this is where Giannis wants the ball, but how do you stop him? I don't have the answer.
Curry with it. 8 points for him. In the corner, Moody with it. Outside, Kuminga for the three. It's hauled in by Trent. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
1:57 left in the first quarter. Now Curry. Last game with 30 points. Pass to Moody. Trying to find Jackson Davis and gets it to him. Outside, Kuminga. That shot, no good. Great tee that time from Giannis. Now here's Turner. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 5th assist in this one. And here is Curry. He's as deadly a weapon as you're going to find in the league, an average of almost 35 points a game. Wow. Good on the bucket.
Boy, he's been a monster this quarter, carrying the load for sure.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. To the inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Turner's got 11 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Healed outside. Pass to Kuminga from outside the arc. Bangs home the trifecta.
And you have to keep an eye on Kuminga on the outside because he won't hesitate.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Harris. Now, here's Trent. He's tightly guarded. Good work there as it goes. Trent's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now, here's Hield. 10 points for him. Driving to the basket. And then Hield with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Buddy Hield has been leading the charge for the Golden State Warriors. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be right back after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Warriors?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. There's Jackson Davis out there with Kuminga. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Moses Moody. And it's Pajemski in at the point guard position. Kuzma outside. It's tipped. Left side, Kuminga. Inside, and stolen by Kuzma. Anthony taking his time here. Pass to Kuzma. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Warriors leading by 7. To the middle. And he dunks it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Takes the 13-footer, and again, the Bucks miss. Golden State's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Rebounded by the Bucks. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
You know, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Shot clock at 2. And the Bucks miss again.
Operating from mid-range, that's a shot he likes. I mean, I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
No doubt that Butler continues to improve his passing. An excellent playmaker, really wants to make his teammates better.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Kuzma outside. Pass to Green. Here's Anthony. Trying to end the drought. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's Pojemski. Butler deciding where to go with it. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries. Bucks trail by 13. And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent comes in for Prince. And it's Gary Harris in for Green. Here's Portis. Green with the rebound. Warriors leading by 13 and stolen by Harris. Bucks passing it around. And it's Giannis missing. The Warriors have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you. Giannis Antetokounmpo is embracing his emotional leadership role. He said, before I was really serious and quiet, now I'm more vocal, smiling, having fun. It carries over. I love to lead by example, but I know that my voice carries a lot of weight. Kevin, back to you.
It sure does. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. 4 on the clock to end the run, and that one's good, Anthony.
Nice, smooth jump shot from Anthony. I like him in that medium range area.
Healed outside. Pass to Green. Back to Kuminga. Healed outside. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Right wing. Portis in the post, guarded by Green. Harris passes to Giannis. Trent outside, takes the 3. The Warriors pull it in, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserve.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Now here's Anthony. He's defended by Pojemski. Here's Giannis. Trent outside. Outside Anthony. 5 to shoot. That one's in there. The Warrior lead has cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Trent.
He had 2 first quarter threes and now just added another.
To the paint. Here's Green. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Takes a step back. Here's Anthony. Anthony sets the pick for Antetokounmpo. Pass to Anthony. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 6 assists here tonight. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Milwaukee making a switch. Rollins is checked in. And then for Golden State, Moses Moody, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. 10-point lead. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Antetokounmpo finds Trent. Here's Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Boy, games like this really show Turner is the full package. When he puts it all together, it's special.
Warriors leading by 8. Kuminga, screen on Rollins. Here's Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
He's a big reason why they're on top. I imagine they'll keep feeding him. I would.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Antetokounmpo, no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Antetokounmpo inside. Kuminga on him, kept alive. Here's Turner. Antetokounmpo against Kuminga. Antetokounmpo kicks to Trent. And another shot. It's deflected.
Oh, look at the arms. Kuminga using all that length.
Kuminga against Antetokounmpo. The shot will not fall. Nice defense from Kuminga.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
And then Hield with the dunk.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Trent outside. Shot to stop the run. Green with the block.
You see the defensive instincts there. That's what makes Green one of the best.
Pass to Moody for 3. Not going to go that time. Bucks trail by 15. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Al Horford. He's checked in for Kuminga.
A multiple-time MVP. You know, what's really scary is that Giannis feels like he can keep getting better, and more importantly, he does the work to get better.
Pass to Moody. But Trey now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Milwaukee's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Trent finds Turner. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Horford. Second chance shot, no good that time. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. Here's Giannis. 9 points in the game so far. Giannis making his presence felt down low.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Warriors leading by 13. Green with a screen on Rollins. Curry dishes to Green. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. It's Trent on the wing. And oh, here we go with Green. No good that. And Green slams it in.
And the decision-making Green has really sets him apart from most forwards. Skilled at making the right read in open floor situations.
1:32 left now here in the second. Giannis passes to Trent. Lock at 6. Here's Giannis. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
Quentin Post is checked in for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler comes in for Moody. Now here's Curry. 15 points in the game. Right side, Butler. Oh, tough play by Butler.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Harris. And here's Trent. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Warriors leading by 13. Curry with the bounce pass. Now Hield, guarded by Harris. And Hield with the basket on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist in this one.
Almost looks effortless, but Hield has worked hard to build those efficient mechanics.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
He's now matched his three-point total from the first quarter here in the second period. 4 in the game already for him.
Curry with it. Inside. And Green slams it in.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. Back right after this.
Direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot from...
Hey folks, and welcome. This first half has been the Stephen Curry show. He has just been everywhere.
He's been money from distance, taking every opportunity he gets to drop a 3 on him. Got to do a better job of chasing him off that line.
The thing is, out beyond the arc, he's been deadly from every spot. It's time now to take a look at how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
It's always interesting to see what the fans are thinking out of the gate.
It's a long season. So many things can happen. Right now, it's mostly a popularity contest, but it's fun to talk about. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Warriors leading by 15. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Rollins is out there with Harris, and it's Trent in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Bucks trail by 17, and it's Trent in the corner. Harris outside. From deep, Antetokounmpo. The shot comes out. And here are the Warriors now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Green against Harris. Green inside. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Pass to Rollins. Now Trent. The three. Milwaukee. No good that time either.
Hey, it was a good look. One he normally capitalizes on.
With the drive. And the shot goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Rollins. And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Trent finds Antetokounmpo. Six on the shot clock. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
Warriors leading by 17. Richard guarded by Harris. Pass to Green. The kick outside to Butler. Over Trent. Butler, no good. Bucks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Trent can't hit.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Melton, no good. Bucks trail by 17. Here's Harris. Pass to Rollins. Harris against Butler. And Turner kicks to Giannis. And here we go. It's Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Butler combines strength and aggressiveness with a really good basketball IQ. He sees the defender is a little out of position and takes advantage of it.
Payton, he's checked in for the Warriors. And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, you go back and look at the career that Jimmy Butler's had. Hard to believe that he was the 30th pick of the draft when he came out of college. You got to say that scouts kind of missed on that one.
Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders. Number 5, the Warriors.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Antetokounmpo finds Trent. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Harris, good.
Can't give Harris any breathing room from the mid-range. He's excellent in that space.
And so here is Golden State. Butler on the wing. Golden State moving the ball around. Melton's shot is good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Harris dishes to Antetokounmpo. Down low, here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that.
Payton with a screen on Harris. Throws it up high. No good from Payton.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
The Warriors making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Harris outside. Giannis outside. Turner with a screen on Payton. Antetokounmpo finds Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Turner doing a nice job setting himself up for a shot off that pick and roll.
Warriors leading by 16. Butler on the way. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Miles Turner. With floor spacing so in demand league-wide, Clark, there are non-shooting big men on the chopping block, wouldn't you say?
I agree. I mean, for centers, you've got to have the awareness as far as cutting and moving off the ball and then using what they call circle action in the paint to create an angle for the pass and stay out of the way. Those are things that are part of the game now for the big guys. You know, when you're looking to create a culture, a championship-type culture for your team, you want guys like JB, guys that are tough, accountable, and consistent.
That one good for 2. Butler's got 6 in the quarter. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And here's Antetokounmpo outside. They get it again, and it's slammed in by Turner.
Boy, how about the determination of Turner? I mean, he's a wrecking ball on the glass on both ends of the floor. Just doesn't give up on plays.
Five on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Horford. Goes back up. Rebounded by the Bucks. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Trent passes to Giannis. Harris outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Melton. Antetokounmpo, no good. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. It's an 18-point game. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Harris outside. Three-pointer. Rebound by Butler. Warriors leading by 18. On the wing, Melton. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Melton's got 6 in the quarter.
The moment Melton thinks he has a shot, he gets it up. He's very assertive around the arc.
And it's Gary Payton II with the foul. That's his first foul. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. So it's the Bucks now. Pass to Turner. Trent outside. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Just 4 to shoot. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Horford kicks to Payton. Picked off in midair. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
When Gary Trent Jr. puts it all together, this is the kind of night he has.
Warriors leading by 17. Payton outside. Richard guarded by Harris. Collins against Melton. Just 5 on the clock. Fires from 14. The rebound by Turner. For Milwaukee, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. 2 points. That one goes. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
To the inside, Horford banked in off the glass.
You know, Horford combines skill and power with experience and smarts, and that makes him hard to shut down in the paint.
Bucks trail by 17. Here's Rollins, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Turner. A.J. Green comes in for Gary Trent. And Anthony subbed in for Gary Harris. And the dunk by Horford.
How about Horford showing you that he knows a little bit about elevation? The big fella bouncing to the rack.
Tipped away. Here's Richard. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Anthony against Melton. Anthony kicks to Portis. And the Bucks miss again. Warriors leading by 19. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Warriors are trying to maximize what Steph Curry has left. Coach Kerr said, quote, "What we're watching with Steph is one of the greatest artists of all time in his twilight. What can we do to give him the best chance to perform, to make the game easier for him?" That's where we are. Back over to you, Kevin.
Looking to stay in the mix. Allie, we thank you very much. To the middle. Melton with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. And the dunk by Horford.
The ability to play the one makes Melton valuable. He finds teammates when they're in good position.
Buck shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Now Anthony. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. And it's Butler missing. Bucks trail by 21. Green taking his time here. Pass to Kuzma. And that one, good.
You know, once Kuzma has the position he wants inside, he does his thing fearlessly.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Back to Horford. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kuzma kicks to Portis. Over in the corner, Green. Puts up a three. Kuzma can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 19. Fires the three. That one, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top, up 19. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. Hield is out there with Pajemski. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. Outside, Green. Pass to Moody. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Warriors lead by 21.
This is what separates Green from most bigs, a point forward who excels at passing.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Here's Pajemski, covered by Anthony. Drives to the hoop, and the layup falls. Pajemski's got his first points of the game.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
Pass to Giannis, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Warriors leading by 21. On the wing, Hield. Misses the three.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Clark, one idea that Commissioner Silver mentioned, shortening NBA games to 40 minutes as opposed to the current 48 minutes. What are your thoughts there?
You know, Kevin, I don't know if shortening the game would be an answer. I certainly would love to see the season shortened. To take maybe 12 to 14 games off the regular season, I think would go a long way to enhancing the season-long quality of play. Leave it to Hield to respond. A consistent three-point sniper.
Bucks trail by 21. On the wing, Giannis. Defended by Kuminga.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Fires for three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 16th rebound on the night. The wide open look here for Kuzma. That three off the mark.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
On the wing, Hield. Portis against Green. Hield bounce pass. Just 5 to shoot. Picked by Kuminga. Inside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a moment here to check out who the Golden State Warriors have coming up. On Wednesday, they'll go up against the Bulls in Chicago. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And that game against the Pacers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Turner's checked in for Bobby Portis. Swiped away. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Nice work that time by Draymond to draw the foul while in the act of shooting there.
Draymond Green at the line for two.
He's off on the first.
What I appreciate most about Green is his leadership. Strong vocally on and off the floor. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Here's the break, and here they go. Here's Kuminga, and he goes right over Kyle Kuzma and slams it down.
And how about the rim rattler from Kuminga, really showing off the bounce there.
And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
Picking up his fourth foul really could change how he approaches things now.
Here's Giannis. Outside Turner. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Yeah, you know, the Greek Freak is extremely versatile. He's a 5-position player and does all of it at an elite level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Trent's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Gary Harris comes in for Green, and Rollins subbed in for Anthony. Here's Podziemski. A three-pointer, no good. Bucks trail by 21. Pass to Rollins. Now, here's Trent. Turner with a screen on heel. Pocket 6. Turner dishes to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here, and the Bucks miss again. Warriors leading by 21. Outside, Kuminga. Pass to Podziemski. Payton with a screen on Rollins. There's the lob to the hoop. Payton can't get it to go.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Here's Podziemski. Covered by Rollins. Healed outside. Puts the move on, and it's sent back by Turner.
Going to need a better effort than that to get it past Turner. He is an elite rim protector.
Trent passes to Rollins. Outside Turner. The rebound by Post. Post has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Kuminga throws it down.
That's as easy as it gets for Kuminga. Defense has to bring more energy than that.
Bucks trail by 21. Here's Rollins. Giannis passes to Turner. And here's Trent. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis always trying to impact the game at both ends, but really has become a workhorse on the offensive end.
Podziemski with it. Healed outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You know, it's human nature. When you've got a big lead, it's easy to get complacent and take your foot off the gas like they did there.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Draymond Green, who's checked in for Payton. Butler comes in for Jonathan Kuminga. And it's Stephen Curry in for Brandon Podziemski. Giannis kicks to Harris. Trent outside. Pass to Rollins. Lets it go from 11, and he nails the jumper.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Warriors leading by 17. And here is Curry. And they recover it. Butler passes to Curry. A 3-ball. Milwaukee with the rebound. It's Turner, high post. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Turner's got 21.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
To the paint, here's Post. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner. The free throw drops for Post. Post hits them both. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And Don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
6 to shoot. Curry with it. Picked up by Turner. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Curry's got such a great feel and understanding of the game. I mean, he can make a lot happen in the pick and roll.
And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trent outside. Back to Turner. Ah, it's good!
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Now here's Curry. Into the lane. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
I mean, he is so lethal on the drive. Once Curry knifes inside, there's little you can do to stop him.
Bucks trail by 20. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus.
Let's start making some noise, Milwaukee, for your forward forward.
Featured players tonight earns our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Boy, it's been a big-time night for him, especially on the scoreboard. He's made the most of some really good opportunities created by his teammates, making sure they convert on important possessions and basically shouldering the offensive load.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Antetokounmpo dishes to Turner. Bucks passing it around. For 3, Harris. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Horford's got 4 rebounds in this game. Payton passes to Spencer. Here's Santos. Pass to Melton. There's the pick. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Horford with it. Turner with the steal. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Antetokounmpo, no good. Warriors leading by 20. Payton right side. Spencer. No good with the triple. Milwaukee has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. 1:37 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rollins. Pass to Trent. Giannis a screen on Payton. Out to Harris. Shot clock at 5. Here's Giannis.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Stephen Curry.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Smooth sailing for Golden State. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Great pass leads him right to the rack.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Green against Melton. And that one is good. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
Hey, you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And now, our player of the game, Stephen Curry.